beautiful people of the internet. My name is Jaden and welcome back to my channel. I am in full crash out mode right now. I don't know if I've said this out loud on any of the videos that I've published so far, but I cannot fucking stand my job. I go in every single day and hate my life, and that is so much why I have been up and down lately. With all of my mental health problems is because my job gives me so much depression and anxiety. So I didn't have a great day today. And what's funny is it really wasn't bad. There wasn't anything super standout that was this made it a horrible day, but it's just all the tiny things adding up, all the little passive aggressive comments constantly from my managers, my coworkers, the lack of communication, the lack of care, the lack of respect. I'm very frustrated. Yeah, I've been having a really hard time with that lately. I feel like I haven't been saying it out loud because I feel like there's something wrong with saying it out loud, but honestly, I don't care anymore. It's not like I'm sharing any information that cannot be shared, and so what? If I hate my job, I'm still showing up and doing my best every single day. It just makes me miserable. But yeah, it's already draining enough just working 9 to 5 and just dealing with the commute, especially as I've mentioned before, 45 minutes upwards to an hour both ways every day. It gets a little bit exhausting, one can say, but it's really just the energy that these people give me that makes me so drained when I come home. That's the main thing, because I came home, I looked at my email, I shouldn't have looked at my email, and someone said some stupid shit to me, and I really haven't been able to let it go. It's been an hour and I haven't been able to let it go. So I thought I would take this energy, this very frustrated energy, and put it into something that is more productive for me, which is YouTube always. I do really want to work out because I feel weird. I feel like I'm in purgatory because I just looked at my tracker for how many days I have left until Bali, and it is 25. I have 25 days left. It's a little bit over 3 weeks. We finally got our roommates, who we're gonna be rooming with in the hotels. I don't really know these people, so I don't even really know if my roommate's good or not. I don't have an opinion. I'm just happy to be there, but that's kind of besides the point. My trip's coming up in 25 days. I'm just anxious figuring out what I'm gonna do each day and prepping for the flight, getting all of my clothes together, making sure I have a really good packing list. And one thing too that's really getting to me is I feel like my body is not Bali ready. It's not true. My body is fine the way it is, good the way it is. It's literally just a vessel. I don't need to be worried about how it looks, but of course I am. I want to look good. And not only that, but I feel I've been eating shit. This vlog is mainly going to be focused on my next 3 days, finishing up 75 soft, which is crazy. I can't believe I've made it the whole way through basically already. I'm gonna make a video on everything that I've learned over the course of these 75 days. There's gonna be a lot of things that have changed from the beginning to now. I didn't do everything perfectly, I will admit that, but I only missed a handful of tasks throughout the entire thing, just one here and there. It's not 75 hard where it's super ultra strict, so I would rather just continue and not turn around and think that I failed, because if I go into that I failed mindset, I will just crash and just give up and completely lose all the progress that I made. Whereas if I just continue on and act like I never missed one task, then I can continue building this up as a lifestyle. So I kind of wanted to stop hyping it up as oh my god, I finished it, because yes, I did miss a few things here and there, but I think it's okay because it is a lifestyle for me. It's just something I'm trying to incorporate. So with that being said, one of the things that I feel I haven't been doing the best at is my diet. I wasn't strict enough about my diet to say if I necessarily fucked up anything specifically. I have not had fast food besides the one day that I had Checkers in Louisiana that I justified because it's not available outside of Louisiana for me, and that was pre-planned. Outside of that, not a single bit of fast food, so I can confidently say I did good with that. And snacking, I would say I had my days where I didn't really snack at all, but then I had days where I snacked a lot, and I snacked on stuff that I probably shouldn't have. I also had days where I didn't really fully do my 3 meals because I would wake up at noon. So I'm not gonna eat breakfast at noon and then eat lunch at 2 and then eat dinner at 5. That just doesn't really make sense to me. I'd rather just eat 2 meals at that point. The diet has been all over the place, but what really bothered me was that snacking thing, because one of the things I really wanted to do with my diet was to kind of divert myself from the snacking by eating bigger, more filling meals and more consistently. And I really haven't been doing that as much, and I've just been either overeating or under eating and then snacking too much. And I'm so sick and tired of the way I've been acting acting lately. I am a lot more disciplined than I was when I started this challenge, for sure. I showed up a lot of days that I didn't really want to, but I do think that I didn't show up like much harder than I needed to, if that makes sense. Like so many days I just copped out because I didn't want to do a workout and I just did a walk, and that's all good, like, because before this challenge I wouldn't have even gone for the walk. However, like if I say I'm gonna show up and I'm going to do Pilates or do weight training or do a run, like I need to show up and do that thing. Like I need to be consistent with what I am saying I'm gonna do and stop letting my mopiness really get to me so much. Oh, that hits. Like that really, like that hurts. Like I'm like attacking myself right now. And I probably should be a little bit nicer, but I'm frustrated over the fact that I haven't been super disciplined. Not only that with the eating, but like my sleeping has been all over the place too. I feel like I just can't be consistent with my eating and my sleeping or my workouts. So I'm still in like a really bad like health crisis. I actually feel like overall for the course of this entire challenge, I have felt way worse about my health. Like I'm way more concerned than I was when I started, because now I'm noticing so many problems that I didn't really pay attention to before. Like part of my issues is that my feet hurt, my legs hurt like all the time, constantly. And I don't know why. Like I literally have no clue. I don't know what I'm doing. It's not from over exercising, I promise you that. They just constantly hurt. I have a really hard time sleeping. That's been pretty new. Like I can't sleep through the night. I can't fall asleep. I'm tired a lot. So I'm having all these problems and it's harder for me to keep up because of all of my physical issues, and then it starts affecting my mental health as well. And then when you have the combination of your physical health and your mental health just kind of like bagging on you, then you just don't want to show up. But I don't care anymore. Like I am going to find the source of all of my problems. And even though I have been kind of up and down with this challenge, and some weeks have been really good and some have been not so good, overall results are still proving to be better for me. Like I don't feel too much better, but I'm drinking more water. I am working out more. I have lost some weight. I am learning how to eat healthier, and sometimes am eating healthier, sometimes not. The point is, progress isn't linear, and I've come a long way already. And if I continue this, I'm gonna continue going a very long way. So very long intro, all just to say I am not taking this shit anymore. Even though I only have 3 days left of the challenge, I'm gonna keep doing it. After, I'm gonna keep showing up every day like this. This is a lifestyle now, and I am going to get better and better and better. Like we're not gonna slow down after this. So because I feel like shit, I know I probably shouldn't, but I am going to read my book for a little bit. It's almost 6 o'clock, and I promised myself from now on I'm gonna try to go to sleep at the same time every single night, which I know, crazy. It may not work out for me, but I want to be in bed, off my phone, off my book, off of everything, like just completely in the dark, in the silence by 9:15 so that I can be asleep for 9:30. And I want to be asleep for 9:30 every single night from now on, with the exclusion of like very specific, very big events. So yeah, it's 5:45. I have a little bit over 3 hours. One of those hours is basically gonna be dedicated to working out. Then the rest, I don't really give a fuck what I do today. I'm filming this and I have other stuff I want to do, but I want to finish this book, to be quite honest, and I don't have that much left, so I think I might just do that first because it's been on my mind all day. I want to finish it. And earlier I was thinking about maybe doing some meditation tonight because I feel like I could benefit from just taking my mind away from things. But I realized when I was thinking about that reading does a very good job at taking my mind off of things, and I get really locked in. So I'd rather get locked into my book to take my mind away from everything else going on, and hopefully I can kind of transition into not thinking about things so much, like kind of being in a more meditative state, and that will help me with my workout and with just like making dinner and doing my chores and stuff, winding down so that I can actually go to sleep on time. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. And I'm sorry for the yapping, it's just been a day and I need to vent. But this is a good look on how I shift the mood, I guess. So now let's get to reading. Guys, I am afraid I'm just a girl who really wants her boyfriend because she can't deal with the existentialism alone. It hasn't been a good mental day for me, so I'm not even gonna try to force it, honestly. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of my night, but I'm damn sure I'm gonna be with my boyfriend during it because I don't want to be alone. But I finished my book 10 out of 10 easily. Hazelwood is the best, simply. Like, her writing is so good. She speaks to my soul. I can't believe that people are being mean to her because she's Team Gale. Like, I mean, fuck it, I might be Team Gale at this point because the men that she writes, the relationships that she writes, it's everything for me. So that being said, just had a really good book reading session. I enjoy life a little bit again, but I want to be with my boyfriend. So I'm going over. I don't care. I'll talk to you guys later. I just got back home from work. I'm gonna go to the gym, my apartment gym to be more specific. And I'm gonna do a little run, probably about a mile. And I'm gonna do a lifting session. And it kind of depends on what's available for what I'm gonna do first. And it's about 4:15, so I'll be there like a little after 5. And then hopefully have a quick dinner, film a few things, have an early night again, aiming for being in bed, ready to be sleeping at 9:15. Not on my phone, not on a book, even though I just bought a new book today. We're gonna talk more about that when I get back, but I need to focus on doing the workout first. Refusing to sit down because if I sit down, I'm not getting back up again. There's gonna be time for that later on, but I'm not completely done. I did my 45-minute session. I showed you guys the end on the treadmill. So my legs are done, especially after those Bulgarian split squats too. I hate those. They destroy me. But it's like 5:30. It's really not that late. As soon as I got back, I was actually waiting for the air conditioner to stop making noise, and then I decided to do laundry, so now we have that noise instead. But while I was doing that, I just folded my clothes, packed my bag for tomorrow, and got all of my clothes ready for tonight and tomorrow. Like, talk about girl boss. So literally everything is done except these few dishes that I have to finish up. I'm gonna do those while my food's cooking, and then I think I'm gonna watch a little bit of DCC. I'm on episode 3 right now. I want to film a couple TikToks. We're really ambitious tonight. From there, I'm going to shower, get my hair ready for tomorrow. But after shower, I'll decide the rest of what I want to do. Let me just get this food going right now. I think I want to do this for dinner tonight. It's not like a massive dinner, but we'll see how I feel after. It's quite honestly been on my mind all day, and I've never tried it. So let me see how it tastes. This is definitely not gonna be enough food for me, so I'm probably gonna make something else after this. But while I wait for this to cool down, I'm just gonna chat with you guys a little bit. It's really weird that I have this much energy today, considering I have been very depleted lately. And I don't know what the direct source is for this. I would assume it has something to do with my cycle. But also, I think literally just today, I just have a lot of momentum. This is my 4th one of these. All I have to drink is 2 a day. But I'm kind of trying to overachieve now so that when I do fall off a little bit, it's still meeting a certain standard, which is crazy because a few months ago, I probably wouldn't have even finished 1 of these in a single day. And now my aim is to do 4 a day, 2 at the bare minimum. But when I'm like this, I just like to ride the wave. Also kind of talking about other things related to the challenge. I've been in my reading era lately. This challenge has like really brought it out again. Plus I got a library card, so not having to buy my books is a lot better for me. It gives me the freedom to make an accurate decision on them and if I want to continue reading them or not. Whereas if I was buying them, I felt like I had to read them and I had to enjoy them. So it was a lot of pressure and I ended up not wanting to buy a lot of books. Ended up taking my time reading them so that I didn't have to buy more. But with the library card, it's been a lot better. Obviously the library doesn't like have everything. You can request stuff, which at some point I'm gonna start doing, but for right now I'm having a fine time just like going and picking up whatever's there. Right now I'm very dedicated to like the few authors that I've had my eye on, because when I go back they usually have a different set of books from them and I just take them while I get the chance. So I read a couple Ali Hazelwood books, and real quick, here's just like a history of my reading. So I used to read all the time. My favorite authors were like Cassandra Clare, Sarah Dessen, Rainbow Rowell. I've always kind of been a person who likes to stick to a few authors. Like, yes, I read one-offs here and there, but I have like my comfort authors. Then kind of like when college came around, I pretty much just stopped reading from there. I was reading so much fan fiction, I think that mostly took up my time. And honestly, I think one of the books that kind of slowly started getting me back into it was It Ends With Us. And I don't like that book, but I did read it overnight. I stayed up until like 2 a.m. to read it all in one sitting. And then like it didn't really fully pull me in. Like, I've had multiple books that have started to kind of shift me a little bit and then didn't fully pull me in. But I distinctly remember that Ends With Us was one of the first like book talk books that started to get me back into like the community. Even though I hated it, it was like good to be in a community where I could see other people's opinions like that. Then I got into Sarah J Maas. I read all of her books over the course of like 2 or 3 years. It took me a really long time, and I thought that she was the reason I kind of got back into reading, and she kind of was, because I did dedicate myself to reading all of her series, but it took me so long because I wasn't really that into all of them. I really do enjoy the series overall. Like, when I look back on them, like, I think good things, but I don't think I was like as interested as I was giving myself credit for, because post Sarah J Maas and then like a little bit of a weird period where I was trying to read again, but I wasn't like fully into it because, like I said, I didn't have the library card at that point and I was just buying books. I did read a few that I can't really remember. I do remember reading Bride by Ali Hazelwood. That was my first book by her, which is so random and so like out of character for her, but yeah, that was my first one. I really liked it. I read that one really quick too. Well, it's weird because like I don't know how I feel about the plot. Like, I don't know how I actually felt about it, but it did keep my attention. So I'll give it that. Then I read like The 7-Year Slip. That was one that kind of started pulling me in again. I also started reading one of Christina Lauren's books. I think it was Love in Other Words. It was the first one, and quite possibly the only one I've read by her so far. And by that point I was like, okay, I want a library card. I got a library card, and I immediately started gravitating to Ali Hazelwood and Christina Lauren. And I looked for some other like notable writers. Like, I read a Nora Roberts one. I tried to read another Raymond Morale one. I could not finish it at all. But Ali Hazelwood has me locked the fuck in. I read Loathe to Love You, which is 3 novellas, and that was really good. That kept my attention a lot. And I veered off for a bit again, and I read like 3 random ones. I think I didn't finish any of them. Maybe one of them. Not sure at this point. Timeline's getting kind of blurry because I'm starting to read a lot and fast. This all comes around to, I just read another Ali Hazelwood book, which was Not in Love, and that book, 5 stars. It's so weird because it's not like a popular one as far as I'm aware of. I'm not sure. It's not one of the ones that I see all the time, but I'm not like heavily on book talk again. But yeah, that was one of the first books since like my reading slump that I was like, I genuinely love that. I finished it in 9 days, which isn't too crazy for someone who does get obsessive and reads very fast when they want to. But I read about 60 or 70% of it in the last 2 days. It was really good. So I want to finish reading all of Ali Hazelwood's books. I also want to read more of Christina Lauren's books, and I have 2 of hers next to my desk right now. But for some reason, I just bought Done and Dusted because I'm going into a cowgirl era, strangely enough. The wedding that I'm going to tomorrow is like country formal, so I'm wearing cowgirl boots, and I really want to go line dancing. That's a random new interest, but like my TikTok is now full of it because I have been invested. I want to go line dancing. I'm in Wyoming, Colorado area, and actually one of the books that I have been writing for a while is around a ranch in Wyoming. If you guys followed my 365 plan, you'll know that I kind of gave up on writing when I did the writing challenge, but it's starting to come back to me now that I am reading, and I've also read some of my old writing, and I'm like, I can do this. I don't think I'm gonna write as much as I used to, and I don't think it's gonna come as easily as it used to for me, but I think it's something I want to try again. So I'm embracing it by reading Done and Dusted, which I know is like 4 or 5 books, something like that, somewhere between 3 and 5, but whatever. We're gonna try it. This is the era right now. We're going into cowgirl era. So that's my reading update. It's a really weird era to be in considering I'm going to Bali in like a month. When I come back, I'm gonna be full on cowgirl. Anyways, I need to take a bite of this before it gets cold. This is really good. I'm sold. All right, guys, I'm gonna finish this and watch my Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders just to push it even further. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow, my final day of 75 Soft.